For many, bikes are a way of keeping transportation costs down. But for others who pay more for their bikes than their cars, there's nothing cheap about them. Here to tell us what's driving up high-end bike prices is WSJ reporter Rachel Bachman. Rachel, thanks so much for being here.
Glad to be here.
So, how much has the price of bikes gone up in the past decade?
Well, what I focused on really was bike sales at specialty shops, you know, the corner bike store, things like that. And there they've gone up considerably, about 75% wholesale price in the last 10 years, which is quite a bit faster than inflation.
And what are those high-end prices? I mean, we're talking about bikes that are $10,000, $11,000, $20,000?
Yes, that's true. A lot of high-tech materials are going into this, sometimes hand labor, things like that. Innovative components can really drive the cost up, and people love these bikes.
Incredible. I would imagine you're getting a lot of bells and whistles for that $20,000. So you're saying these are just lightweight bikes. What exactly is going into these high-end bikes?
Well, one thing that's happening is bike makers are using a lot more carbon fiber, which is a very expensive space-age material that's very light and strong. And of course, cyclists love light bikes, you know, to race in, take the weight off, make the hills a little bit easier. Things like electronic shifting systems and disc brakes. These are really innovations, but they're more expensive and they take a lot of research and development costs.
And so what are those of us on a budget to do? Can some of this technology be found in the lower end bikes? We're talking $1,000 to $2,000 for lower end?
Yes, and of course you can go even lower than that. You know, most bikes, I should say, are sold at big box stores for about $100, but certainly what you're talking about is the technology trickling down. That does happen, and the manufacturers say, hey, it's the investments in these $10,000 bikes and the technology that allows us to sell really high quality bikes at, you know, $1,000, $2,000.
Yeah, I'd have to keep my costs low. What about you, Rachel? Are you a bike rider?
I actually do not own a bike anymore, but I am a
not.
city bike member in New York. So, and certainly those programs are proliferating across the country. That's a really inexpensive way to get around.
It's a fantastically popular program here in New York. I would be scared to ride a bike, though. You're not afraid?
No, it's really wonderful. There are more bike lanes than ever before, not only here, but in other cities. I think the higher end bikes are really for people who want to compete and make this a lifestyle. I just want to get to the store.
Right, and don't lose that city bike, because they'll charge you about $1,200 for that bike. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard. It's not cheap.
Right. All right, Rachel, thank you so much for that.